Hello everybody, this is part 7 of 2D platformer series, and in this tutorial I am going to show you how you can add basic UI structure to a game. So let's get started. We have this much in our scene. Let's try and play it what we have done already. Now you can see that we can pick the coin, and whenever I jump on the spike our game gets over. So I gonna do is I'm going to create the main menu first. So let's copy this event system and canvas. Copy. So let's save this and press Control N for new scene and then save. Control S for save, and I'm going to call this scene main menu. Let's paste here what we had copied from. Let's delete this image. Let's enable this game over panel. I'm going to call this game over panel BG, and I'm going to expand this by let's replace the title. Let's call this game 2D Monster Adventure, and let's take best fit so that our text appear in the area. Let's double click on it and we can change its color. Let's test it by giving it a green look. This doesn't look good. Let's give it a bit of maroon color, and I'm going to uh, replace this button by first we're gonna say start, and the second will be settings, and the third will be quit. So let's fix this setting text by decreasing the size, and let's rename this button. Let's call this start button, and let's call this settings button, and quit button. We have three buttons and we need to create three functions for this button. Let's go into the scripts. Let's go into the managers, create a script and call it main menu UI manager. Let's open the script. And let's create three functions by public void on click start, on click start. Let's duplicate this function twice, so copy, paste it below, and let's call this settings, and let's call this quit. Now let's start with quit. We're gonna say application dot quit, and for start and settings let's include a library using unity engine dot scene management, and I'm going to say whenever we click on the start scene manager dot load scene, and we're gonna load our level 1. Let's save it, and where is the error? Line number 21. Oh, let's save it and test it. Let's attach this code to canvas. So I'm going to drag this main menu UI manager to the canvas, and by selecting all these three buttons, and I'm going to drag this canvas over here. Let's assign a function. So I'm going to say start button, and let's call on click settings, and on click quit. Let's save it, and now what we want is to rename the scene to level 1. So I'm going to say level 1, and the last thing remained is by adding the scene into the build setting. So we need to go into file, build settings. Let's add main menu and then level 1. Now I'm going to save the scene and gonna test it. Now if I click on the start, now you can see that our player is ready to walk around and we are already entered in the gameplay. So let's restart here. Now you can see that we can move around. Let's click on the main menu. Now you can see that our main menu is working as well. Now what else we can do is we can add level complete screen. Let's go into the level 1 scene and go into the canvas and double click on the game over panel and enable it. Let's duplicate this panel and I'm going to disable the original one, and I'm going to call this panel level clear panel, and I'm going to replace the text by level clear and retry with next and main should be replaced with play again or retry, and quit. So let's call this next button next, and let's call this retry button. Now what we want is we want to enable this panel whenever we completed a panel or whenever we collided with a specific object. So I'm going to go into the graphics folder and we have this metal door. I'm going to drag it onto the screen and let's add a box collider 2D. Let's set it to trigger and decrease its size and place it a bit. Let's delete this spike so that we can get collided with this, and let's enable and let's call this door. So now what we want is whenever we collide with this door, our level gets clear and we can go to the next level. So for that we need to go into our code called UI manager and create a function called onLevelClear. Let's create a reference to our level clear panel, public game object level clear panel, and let's create a function by duplicating this one, copy, paste on level clear, and let's set this to level clear panel and set timescale to 0. And what else we can do is we can add our next button functionality, but we will add that functionality later. So let's save it and go into the pair controller, and we're gonna write another case of else if here. Let's copy, paste it below, and I'm going to call this one from name, and name should be door, and we don't need to play this animation. We need to call on level clear. Now let's save this and test this now. Now you can see that our UI manager need our level clear panel. So canvas level clear panel, drag it to the UI manager. Let's play it and test it. Now if I jump off the river and now you can see that our level is cleared and our player is still walking, but doesn't matter because it has hide the game play details. So that's it for this tutorial guys. Please subscribe my channel. See you guys in the next tutorial.